Hey guys, it's Gretchen here with Catnpaws. So, happy New Year's Eve. Goodbye 2016. Hello 2017. My theme for December was last month of the year. Still holds true. And let's go ahead and get started. I have a lot to go over. Kringle Daylight in Blue Spruce. And I gave it a 7 out of 10. And to me, it just smelled like pine. Also went through a Leaf Shape by Vintage Chic Scents and Annabelle's Doll, and this is cranberry, strawberry, pomegranate. The reason I put it on a sticky because I did not care for it, so it went away. I just didn't like the smell of it. Also, Vintage Chic Scents in the Bourbon Orleans Hotel. Okay, for some reason I cannot find my notes on it, but her notes are Pumpkin, Cupcake, Cider Lane, and Jackie O. I can't remember even burning that, so sorry guys on that one. Also, these Daylights by Country Candle, which is a branch off of Kringle and Home for Christmas. Now, this is only my opinion, of course, but I have to tell you, I'm not having good results with the Country Candle. It seems like they're sooting quite a bit, and this is what I burned majority of my Daylights in. And the Kringle ones do not do that, but the Country Candle, you can see. I don't know. I mean, I have a few more to get through, and we'll see how they continue to perform, but every candle I've had has sooted in any holder I've put it in. Again, just my opinion, but the notes on the Country Candle Home for Christmas is pine, cloves, spices, floral, maple, musk. And mine was pine with a floral note. I gave it a 7 out of 10. Next up, I have the North Pole by Yankee in the small 7-ounce tumbler. You can see the performance there. Some sooting. It did self-extinguish. There's the metal, and for that it's like a light peppermint vanilla, and it was very weak. I gave it a 2 out of 10, but I love North Pole, probably one of my favorites by Yankee. I went through a lot of milk cups by Yankee. They're my new love. So let's get started first with Candy Cane Lane. Very nice peppermint. The official notes by Yankee for Candy Cane Lane is peppermint, sweet cookies, and vanilla icing. Now, it's not like North Pole. North Pole is more creamy on the vanilla side. Candy Cane to me is more peppermint. But I also melted several votives in my milk cup and also in my warmer, along with the North Pole. And I tell you what, it's just been nice to have. Very easy to pop out, very easy to reuse. And I've accumulated a few now. I'm averaging about 18 hours on my milk cups. And I gave this particular one a 6 out of 10. And then I also went through the Ashland. Now these come from Michael's craft store. And usually they're on sale, and you can get them for like 4 for 10 or 3 for 10, whatever the sale is running at the moment. And I gave it a 4 out of 10. It was light, but it was a nice peppermint, and it did soot though, as you can see. And I did babysit it quite a bit. And did I let it self-extinguish? I don't think. I think I got scared because the wick started moving on me a little bit. And I just went ahead and put it out, but it still smells of a nice peppermint now with a smoky scent. And then I went through Jingle All the Way by Kringle in the Daylight, and I gave it a 6 out of 10. And the notes are citrus, orange, fruits, berries. Oh, I'm trying to read my writing. Cinnamon and floral is the notes that they put actually on their website. I do like the Kringle Daylights though. Next up was Merry Christmas by Country Candle. I think I have a couple of those. Merry Christmas. Maybe not, maybe just the one. And I give it a 6 out of 10. Notes: bays, cinnamon, spicy, sweet, woody. And mine was woody with almost like a tinge of a sour note, and reminded me of not really something, you know, I guess not really Christmassy smelling, but it did have that woody note in it. So here again is the Country Candle. Very pretty label. Merry Christmas. If I run across the other one, I thought I'd burn two, but maybe not. My Nest Candle in the Holiday. There you can see where the heat had cracked it. 2 wick, quite a bit of sooting. I did not let this self-extinguish, but it got down to, you know, a short burn. And there you can see I got it on clearance, and it was woody and tart to me. And then Balsam and Cedar by Country Candle again, and it had a floral note to it. I gave it a 7 out of 10. Again, all these, and I actually cleaned out my holder once, and just to see if it was going to continue sooting with those, and it did, unfortunately. And then, next love of mine, Yankee Candle Milk Cups and Iced Gingerbread. And gosh, I have stocked up, guys, so much. I'm just going to put these in the recycling bin because I don't need them, because I got so many more. But oh my goodness, love, love, love. Iced Gingerbread, my new favorite. I'm thinking about getting some large jars during the semi-annual sale. If you have any opinions out there that you can tell me if the large jars perform as well as the milk cups, that would be great. What I gave was, well, Yankee Candle's description is spicy gingerbread cookies glazed with vanilla icing. Very simple. I gave it a 7 out of 10, and very creamy, and kind of reminded me of hot chocolate. Love it. So, plan to enjoy those. Lasting Scent Candles and Holiday Hearth. And this is an order I got earlier in the month of December. And comforts of your cozy home at the holidays. Now, my notes are citrus, fruit punch, and pine. So she is a soy wax company. These smaller scent shots are meant to be burned or melted in one sitting, you know, all at once. The whole thing, don't, you know, cut it in half kind of thing. But that's what that looks like. And I gave it a 7 out of 10. Sprinkled Sugar Cookies by Yankee in the milk cup. Not my favorite. I think there's an almond note in there I don't like. And this is from the Cookie Swap collection. And they put buttery, warm, and covered in bright sugary sprinkles. I would not get this again just because I don't like it. Unless I accidentally think, oh great, you know, cookies, let me get it. And then I probably will end up doing something like that. Oh, I have another North Pole. Forgot I had it in there. In the 7 ounce. Moving on to some of my candles. Just here. Twinkling Lights. Got this at Kmart. You can see that's the one I have actually cleaned out. Took all the wax out of it. Took the wicks off and reusing it as a candle holder. I don't know about this one. The jury's still out if I'm going to go through all that again. If not, and then I won't, but it was very, look at my notes here. It's very much a berry note, and it performed nicely. You can see it must be soy, that soot kind of stuck to it, and there is the bottom if you're interested. It came like this with this around it. And there's a little charm, which I'm going to take off here. I just wanted to keep that all together so you could see the label. So that was Twinkling Lights from Kmart. Peppermint wreath, Mystic Harbor. I got this at TJ Maxx. Just a nice peppermint. Again, some sooting. Still has that peppermint smoky smell. And it was light, you know, probably a 4 to 5 out of 10. I didn't write any notes down about it because just a straight up peppermint scent. And then Balsam and Cedar by Yankee. I actually also melted some votives in this fragrance. The small tumbler. It's self-extinguished. Yes, I do believe it. Yeah, it did self-extinguish. And you can see how much wax is left there. Some sooting. That balsam and cedar note. I actually, if I had a preference, I would prefer Yankee's Christmas wreath over balsam and cedar. But I just didn't pick up any Christmas wreath this year. I guess I had all these other, you know, country candles I wanted to get through. You know, I had a lot of pine and Kringle and Better Homes and Gardens and that kind of thing. So I went through quite a bit of Kringle's Christmas, a melt, a daylight, another melt, and is that it? I think so. And their notes are for Christmas, fir, cedarwood, sandalwood, floral, musk, and pine. And this is such a nice fragrance. Very pine-like to me, with that hint of the fir and the cedarwood and the sandalwood and that floral. So I definitely will get more of Christmas sometime in the future to have on hand. And let me tell you about these Better Homes and Gardens. Sugar maple and evergreens. I need to find more of this. Now, I was having some stomach issues throughout the month, and I had actually melted this apples and evergreen by Mainstays, and it's in the half cubes, and there you can see I used half of it, and I ended up blowing it out and getting rid of it. Well, that kind of made me a little scared to melt that, but I melted this the other day, and oh my goodness, what a nice evergreen note with like a nice sugary smell to it. I can't explain it, but sorry. If you see these on clearance from Christmas at Walmart, definitely grab yourself some. I don't think you'll be disappointed. And I'm going to put these away for next year and to enjoy them. Kringle's melt and peppermint cocoa. Just that peppermint enrobed in chocolate, almost like peppermint bark and hot chocolate had a baby. It's really nice and subtle, and I'd give that a 7 out of 10. Most Kringles I give 7 out of 10. And then also melted holiday cookies by Kringle. You can see there, it was getting older, kind of discolored, and the plastic's getting softer. To me, when these kind of like scents, the cake cookie scents, cookie more or less vanilla, almost takes on a Play-Doh smell, if that makes sense. But it wasn't bad. I mean, I got through it, and I would give that a 5. It was light, a 5 out of 10. Back to the Country Candle vanilla cupcake. Do I have another one? No. The Daylight. Again, it's light. It's not like a straight up vanilla cupcake scent. I did not put any notes down, I don't think. Let me check here. No, I didn't put any notes down, but it wasn't terribly bad at all. Daylight and holiday cookies. Oh, another Merry Christmas. You can see I repeated myself a lot. Pine and peppermint. Really nice scents to have for December. Blue spruce. Again, that pine note. I also have the Daylight back there. Another milk cup in the candy cane lane. I have plenty, again, stocked up on a lot of those. Hot Chocolate by Country Candle. Just a chocolate, creamy, nice. It was actually nice. I think Mark, my husband, complimented it on what is that smell, and I said that's hot chocolate. And I would give this a 5 out of 10. You know, it tends to run in one of the lighter, when it doesn't have the peppermint, it tends to run, you know, a little bit lighter. Tea lights in Yankee, Candy Cane Lane, Milk Cup, Magical Frosted Forest, and you know, this is just pine with like sweetness, vanilla. It threw very well. I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10, but most pine scents for me do throw well. Again, about 18 hours, and that was the end of that. My Christmas Eve melt, very nice. I burned it, well, melted it for the majority of Christmas Eve and into Christmas Day. Fruity, almost fruity punch smelling to me, with some berry hints in there. I would give this in the Milk Cup warmer probably a 6.5, if you can do halves for Christmas Eve. And currently in use is my Candy Cane Lane by Yankee. This is their medium tumbler, or medium, would it be medium tumbler? No, medium jar, apothecary jar. You can see there the ounce 14.5. I do believe the pour date is, oh, sorry about that, 2016, I do believe. I'll read it through, yeah, 2016. Again, Yankee gives their scent notes as peppermint, sweet cookies, and vanilla icing. And so far I've been getting a light throw off of this, probably a 4 out of 10, but it's nice, and I do like Yankee's peppermint scents. And last but not least, I got my soaps from Bath and Body Works. Move some stuff out of here. First up, Home Sweet Home, glazed pineapple and nutmeg spice. Pineapple is the scent you get. Comfort and Joy, sparkling champagne and pears. This to me was sweet cinnamon pumpkin. I swear it was. I could be wrong. No pears. Christmas Morning, crisp Christmas fir with a touch of cranberry. Liked this. Actually loved the scent. Sorry to see it go. Hopefully I can catch them at the semi-annual sale. And Holly Jolly Berry, Say Cheers with sparkling raspberries and juicy pomegranate. Again, just a nice fruity scent. So all foaming in the Bath and Body Works soap. That is it. That is my melts for my Empties December 2016. Working on my Yankee candle, and I will get through that. So stay tuned for my theme for 2017. I'm calling it Frosty Cocos because I'm continuing with the peppermint and bringing in more cocoa and cocoa-like scents, and then with a hint of sweetness. Anyways, Happy New Year's, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me. May we all have a healthy and prosperous 2017.